The children are at school. They're talking about the weekend.
And Michelle, where were you on Saturday? I was at the circus, Miss Brown. How was it? It was funny. There were a lot of clowns. There were elephants and lions too.
On Saturday. Okay, let's see. The characters. We have 6 characters. Yes. The storyteller. Storyteller. Which one is storyteller? Orang yang menceritakan. Orang yang menceritakan tu nanti dia akan baca like for that one. Fact under sentence. Today is Monday morning. The storyteller will read that one. Okay? Next. Second character, Miss Brown. Which one is Miss Brown? Yes, teacher. And then we have Michelle. Yeah, that girl. And then boy one, this one. In the book they do not put the name, so I put boy one. Okay? The boy that wearing purple t-shirt. Okay, we call as boy one. And then we have also Ben and Will. Okay. So, who volunteer? Anyone volunteer to do the character? To take the character? It's okay. You can. You don't need to bring your textbook because I'm going to play here. Like this. You're going to read here. So you just read from here. I want you to act out here. Okay? Can you? Okay, now there are 6 characters who want to be a storyteller. You just can read. But I want you try to express your expression, your face. Like, it was boring. It was great. The popcorn was so delicious. Like that. Can you? Can you do that? You just read from here. But your expression when you are talking, try to do your face. Okay, yang belakang faham tak? Aisyah Zahra, Faiha, Alia, faham tak aku cakap? Okay? Okay, first, storyteller. Who want to be storyteller? You can raise your hand. Adam. You can raise your hand. Come. Adam, eh? Go, Adam. Go. Okay, come here. Okay, Adam will be storyteller. Okay, wait there. Next, Miss Brown, I want girl. Okay, come here. Okay, Michelle, I want girl. Come here. Good. Boy one. The boy that wearing purple t-shirt. Okay, boy one. Okay, next Ben. Come. Ben, anyone? Darish, come. are talking about the weekend. Weekend. Okay, good.
And Michelle, where were you on Saturday? I was at the circus, Miss Brown.
Oh, good. Okay.
How was it?
How?
It was funny. There were a lot of clowns. There were elephants and lions too.
I was at the fast food restaurant yesterday evening with my family and friends, the cheeseburger and cheese.
Where were you on Saturday? Afternoon then?
Saturday after my family and I was at the cinema.
We have done the role play. And the next one we are going to do quizzes. Okay, now go to each PC. Go to PC. You can take one PC each. You are going to answer question from the yes. Go. Okay, ready? Yes. Yes, please start.
What's the bill?
Tudo doido.
So, who's the winner? Aisha. Okay, let's see here. Who got wrong? Okay, number one. Based on frame one, where are the children on Monday morning? Let's go. One incorrect, who answer incorrect? You answer it.
Hi doctor, my name is Nurul Najwa binti Muhammad Yosof. So today I'm going to present for the task 2, which is oral presentation. Before we start, I'm going to give a brief explanation about the teaching kit that have been used in the lesson. Okay, so first for the theme that used for this lesson is World of Stories, which is taken from the textbook Get Smart Year 3, entitled Where Were You on Saturday? Okay, next for the focus skill, for the main skill that used for this lesson is listening skill, and the complementary skill that used for this lesson is reading. Okay, next for the learning objective, at the end of the lesson, pupils will be able to identify the use of the past continuous tense from the story. And then second, the pupils will be able to understand the story about and read with pleasure. And then for the success criteria, by the end of the lesson, the student will be able to state at least 3 out of 5 the past continuous tense correctly. And then second, the pupils will be able to act out the characters by do the role play. And then for the target group, which is focused on 3 cerdas, which is SK Kertes student, which is my own student that I've been teaching them for in the year of 2021. Okay, next, there are 3 activities that have been used from the teaching kit, which is first is role play. Okay, the implementation of role play have been used, that have been the implementation of role play for this teaching kit start with the explanation by the teachers. The implementation of the role play in this teaching kit started with the showing the YouTube video about the story, which is Where Were You on Saturday. Then after that, the teacher discuss with the student to ensure that the student understand what the story about. And then after that, the student were brief about the character that have been used in the role play. Okay, there are 6 characters, so the role play only need for 6 students. Okay, the teachers also ask for any volunteer student to do the role play, and then after that, the student carry out the role play task by reading from the slide on the screen. The student also given with the name tag that contain the character's name. Okay, after that, the second activities, which is quizzes, online quizzes that have been conducting by the teacher, which is required the student to use the PC on the computer lab. Okay, the student will answer the 10 question based on the story about. Okay, the main aim of these quizzes to check either the student understand the story about or not. Okay, for the third task, for the third activities, which is task sheet, that also involving all the student to ensure the understanding of the student about the story. Okay, so next for the SWOT analysis. Okay, from the teaching kit implemented from the lesson, there are a few things that I found, which is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and also threats from the teaching kit. Okay, first, the strengths of that I found from this lesson. Okay, first, the interactive activities for students that could enhance their interest in lesson. Okay, for example, that the role play and also the quizzes, online quizzes that have been used in the teaching kit, actually can attract the student and enhance their interest to engage in the lesson. Okay, the quizzes game form actually can attract the student to play by learning, to play and learning at the same time. Okay, and then second, the pupils' involvement in the activities. Okay, for the first activities, yes, it only involve 6 students, but for the other 2 activities, it is involving all the students that they can understand more about the lesson for that day. And then for the third strength, which is enrichment activities, that can be seen like for the rewards and compliment. Okay, for the rewards can be seen after the student do the role play. They were given with candies as a reward for them by able to carry out the task given, the role play task. Okay, and then the compliments also can be seen from the starting and until the end of the lesson. The teacher give a compliment for the student. Every time they did the good job, the teacher will say good job, great job, excellent, to enhance the student involvement in the lesson. Okay, next, for the weaknesses of this lesson or the weaknesses of this teaching kit can be seen where the technical problems during the lesson. For example, that these problems can be seen when conducting the online quizzes, which is slow internet connection that requires students to wait for a few minutes, or the student left behind because of the internet connection. And also throughout the lesson too, there are also some PCs not working for students to join the online quizzes. Okay, and then second, the ICT skills not fully covered by the pupils make them cannot participate in the activities. Okay, from the activities, there are some students that do not know how to use the PCs, how to handle the PCs properly, as they cannot join the activities. Okay, as my student actually not half of them are low achiever and also high achiever. So the low achiever mostly cannot join the online quizzes because of the ICT literacy. Okay, next, for the opportunities that can be seen from this teaching kit, enhance students' confidence level and reading proficiency in the role play activity. As can be seen that from the role play activity, the student can talk confidently about the about when they carry out the task. Okay, this also can enhance their proficiency reading level by carry out the task. And then the second opportunities also can, maybe the teacher can create more interactive activities that could involving all pupils. Okay, as mentioned before, for the first task, which is role play, only involving 6 pupils, but while the two other activities involving all the pupils. Actually, the teachers should make all the 3 activities involving all the students to ensure that every student can join and understand the lesson clearly. Okay, next for the tracks, first, lack of ICT skill could drop the excitement of and involvement of student in the activities. Okay, as I mentioned before, when conducting the second activities, which is online quizzes, some of students cannot join because of the PC not working, and also the lack of ICT skill make the student cannot join the online quizzes, and this can as this can drop their excitement to join the lesson. Okay, next for the second tracks is low achiever students may not be able to fully involve in the lesson because of the low comprehension of the lesson, because of there are half of the student is low achiever, so some of them, and the teacher also using fully English in the lesson, make the student may do not understand what the lesson about. Okay, this can from that, this also can make the student low interest and excitement to join the lesson. Okay, as a conclusion, I can conclude that from my teaching kit, I can see that before implementing or carry out any lesson plan or teaching kit, the teacher actually should identify the level of proficiency of student, either they are high achiever or low achiever. This to ensure that all of our student able to involve and join in the teaching and learning process. As an educator, they should know how to handle and conducting the interactive media as we are moving forward to the 21st of century, which that the needed of the media that like ICT skill and also graphic and ICT skill. Okay, the teacher need to know how to handle all of this to ensure that to attract our student in the classroom. Okay, as a teacher, they also need to become creative and at the same time able to gather the student and able to make sure that our student able to join the teaching and learning process in the classroom. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.